Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change your ConfigMgr Reporting Execution account. Let's get started. So I want to start off and show you what accounts there are. So notice that I am using my mem reporting point, and that the user account that is for my execution account is the mem SSRS account. This will become important in a minute. So let's go off to SQL Server, and this is again the same SQL server for SSRS. I want to show you in here that that account is not listed. My point by that is that it needs no rights effectively in SSRS itself. However, in ConfigMgr, when I go to the logins, you'll notice that account is listed there, and you'll notice that it has minimal rights. I'll show you that in a later video, a later bit of this video, when I show you the second account being added in by ConfigMgr automatically. So we're going to change the user account in AD. So one of the things that I said prior to this is the rights that you need in AD is nothing, just straight domain user. It should not be a domain admin. It should not be anything but a straight domain user account. So we're going to reset this account, and I'm going to make the password this. So I've changed the account. So what ends up happening here at this point in time is if I had a single account and report started to run at this point in time, they'll lock out the account. Hence the reason why I'm going to use two accounts in the setup. So the next move is to go off to ConfigMgr. So from ConfigMgr, I'm going to go down to my site server, and I'm going to go off to my reporting point, which is here, and then I'm going to go to my properties of my reporting point services account, and I'm going to create a new account. I've deliberately done the new account because I want to go MCM SSRS2 and check the name on that, and we go OK. And we're going to put in our top secret account. So I'm going to click OK to this, and click Apply to this, and OK to this. So at this point in time, what's happening in the background is ConfigMgr is going off to my reporting point on memRP, and we'll change the dataset source and put that user account in place. You can follow along on the log files. For something like this, it tends to happen almost instantaneously. For a lot of other things, it can take 10 minutes, so give it a little bit of time. So you can see I've moved off to mem reporting point, and on here you can see that I've opened up the srsrp.log. That's a mouthful, but you can see that the credentials have changed at this point in time. And if I come back to my memcm where I was showing you the reporting point before, and I refresh it again and scroll down, we can now see that our SSRS2 account is showing through all that. So ConfigMgr has taken care of deploying everything and setting up the password on the whole scenario. So since we're here, I'm going to show that everything works by going into this and just picking a simple report. Nothing exciting on it. And let's just confirm that it works. And we can see that we got results. Just by the sheer fact that we've got results, we know that we've changed the username and password correctly. Now, I showed you the permissions before, and I did that deliberately to show you that you don't actually have to do anything. Configuration Manager itself will take care of that. So again, coming back to my reporting point, and I click on logins and I go refresh, we'll notice again that the SSRS account is not there. SSRS2 account is not there. And if we go off to our Configuration Manager database under logons, and I'm just going to refresh this, we can see that our SSRS2 account is listed. Now, I told you before that it gives you very minimal rights, and I said I was going to save that till later. Well, this is later. So we're going to go look at the account. We're going to go properties on this thing. And then if we look at server roles, we can see that it's got nothing but public, which is exactly what we want. And then if we go on to the user mappings, we can see the mem server on this thing. And if we scroll down in the database roles, we can see that it only has the one role, which is the SMS SCHM_users account. This effectively gives it read-only to only parts of Configuration Manager, and therefore only supported SQL views and functions will work with this account. So to summarize, that is how you change the password within Configuration Manager for your reporting point. The only last thing that I would probably do is if I'd go back to my AD environment and take this particular account and disable the account. It's effectively not used anymore. There's no point for me keeping it around. But the next time I want to change the username and password, I can re-enable this account, change the password, and put it back into place. So I don't have to create a new account every time. So what if you only have a single account set up? The real change after changing AD is to come down to the administration node here, then come to security and then accounts. You find the account that you want to change, and I'm going to do this one here. Click on properties, I go set, I'm going to change this one to click OK, and click OK. And with that, I'm done. Now, I've deliberately chosen an account that isn't attached to my reporting point at this point in time, but the point still shows the exact same thing. About 10 minutes later, it will reset all of my data sources on all my reporting points, and this account will be in use across the board. Do watch out for the account to get locked out during this 10-minute time. That's probably the reason why I use the 2 account setups. Hopefully you found this useful. I encourage you to subscribe to the Ask Garth newsletter and off to the YouTube channel. This way you get notifications when the latest video comes out or the latest blog is announced or released. If you have any questions, feel free to touch base with me. Until next time.